morning. It's the morning that we're heading out to Vegas. I slept like 6 hours last night, so my brain's not really functioning right now. Dan made me breakfast, which was extremely delicious. Wow, this breakfast hits different. It's just eggs and sausage. Why is it so good? And so
Don't undersell my cooking.
Basically, I think what we're gonna do once we land is we're going to check into our hotel, go to Target, buy groceries for the week. Our suite has a kitchen in it, which is gonna be really convenient for keeping track of my macros and keep making sure that I'm on track to make weight. A lot of my friends who are not into powerlifting are very curious about what making weight looks like, and there are a lot of different strategies to do it. If you're a powerlifter, you probably already know, like, you can like go into the sauna, or you can do like water load and cut. So that's it. I'm gonna drink my coffee and hopefully it will give me one last poop. Tastes pretty good. Came out to like this like nice pinkness. Huh. I'm surprised. So I just hit my last warm-ups. I woke up at 117.8 pounds this morning, which was a little heavier than I was yesterday. I had a discussion with my coach about whether or not it's necessary. It's really hot in Vegas, so he just told me to take a walk outside. I probably won't need a sauna. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take his advice. Currently, we are 2 days out. It's Tuesday right now, competing on Thursday, so 2 days out. All we gotta do now is chill and relax, try to not be stressed. I actually feel mostly chill, mostly. The scale that I brought with me is like one of those little like travel scales that you can put on the bathroom, but it's been giving me sort of like inconsistent readings. Like I'll move the scale or I'll like recalibrate it and then I'll be plus or minus half a pound. So that's a little bit annoying, but I guess we'll just have to account for that. On meet day, after I weigh in, then I have 2 hours before lifting commences. And during that time, I want to rehydrate, get back all of my electrolytes, all of my water that I've lost over the week. And then also, of course, like get in some carbs, some energy, and just like make sure that I'm fueled, because a lifting session takes anywhere from like 3 to 4 hours, usually at a meet. It's the morning before the day that I have to compete. I woke up at 116.2 pounds, which is slightly over what I want to be at this point. So after talking with my coach on the phone, I'm going to go over to the venue and I'm just going to go over there and use the competition scale to see what the discrepancy is between my personal travel scale that I bought, and the competition scale. So my mom flew in today. She's arrived. Hi! Now we're on our way to go to the spa, and then I'm just gonna sit in the sauna and sweat out a little bit of the water that I have in my body. Are you excited to watch me lift tomorrow?
Yes, 宝贝加油! Hey, punch! 加油!
Zhao being coached by Paulie Steinman, South Brooklyn Weightlifting Club. Good lift on 2. Jan Bieber is the next lifter on 2, loading up the bar with 242 pounds. Zhao. Takada is coming up on 2. kilos, 191 pounds. Ring white lights for Zhao on 3. Iglesias coming up on 2. Lift is good. Crystal. Beautiful, Crystal, beautiful. The lift. No lift on platform 3. The lift is good. You can't stop them now. They're power lifters. Check.
Let's go! Up! 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 Go, Lucky! Lucky! Yeah!
Okay, so it's the morning after nationals. I've had a little bit of time to process like how everything went. So honestly, it's like I'm really happy with the meat. I'm also just casually having some ice cream for breakfast. This is Van Leeuwen honeycomb ice cream, and it's one of my favorite flavors. Ugh, ice cream is so good. I had to check my openers on lifting cast. Opened my squat at 117.5 kilograms.
That's right.
And Yuzahu Zhao.
That was a beautiful form. She a really nice upright chest. I mean, that was.
So that one actually felt pretty heavy. My second attempt, we bumped it 5 kilos, so we went up to 122.5 kilograms.
So the referee, they get the call. Zhao Zhao. Hope I got that right. Let's see how she did. It looks like a speedy second attempt for 3 white lights.
That's my PR, the last time I did that was at my last meet. And so I matched my PR on squats. That one actually felt really good, moved super smooth. After my first attempt, my coach was like, I can see you like adjusting your depth. And one thing I noticed about being at nationals, like the refs were really, really strict on depth. I was pretty nervous about that. So when we were warming up and stuff, he just like gave me a pep talk and just like made sure that I felt confident. It was kind of nerve-wracking because 5 days prior to this, I had failed 120 kilograms on the bar. Second lift was smooth. 3 white lights on that one. And then for the third one, we bumped it to 125 kilograms.
Zhao. Let's see. She's on her third attempt. Oh, that was like really smooth.
That was an easy third attempt. I mean, it's nice, conservative.
Ooh,
wow, really?
yellow.
125 kilograms actually moved super well. However, I was so focused on getting the squat up that I just slightly rushed the rack command. I didn't even realize I rushed the command until I saw it. I was a little bit disappointed about that, but the past is the past, can't change the past, so we just had to keep moving forward. Bench was actually, it kind of went just as I expected it to go. Maybe slightly different was that my opener felt heavy, yet again, which is kind of unusual. So I opened at 67.5 kilograms.
And if you're wondering what racks these are the TSS racks, and one of the biggest changes they made to these new racks is the bench pad. It's a little bit, I would say firmer, a little bit firmer.
Similar to my last meet, on my second attempt, I matched my PR at 70 kilograms.
It's clearly equipped. Can you just tell by looking at the shirt what it is?
I cannot. So for the most part, yes, sometimes. So she's wearing a Super Katana style shirt, which is one of the most complicated stuff.
And then for my third attempt, I had 72.5 kilograms on the bar.
And Tiffany is getting the handoff. All right, no lift on platform 3.
And that has never moved for me before. And at my last meet, it was a big struggle, and my butt came off the bench and everything. So this time my butt stayed on the bench, and I feel like I put up a better fight to get up 72.5. So I think it's a matter of time before I get that bench. But overall, pretty happy with how I failed, if that makes sense. It's still an improvement from my last meet. So deadlifts, I opened at 152.5 kilograms.
Lifters, that's just a stronger position for them, and for others, conventional is best for them. It's more about what feels good to you. Okay, look, maybe a little challenging, but one thing for Suma,
this felt heavy to me, even though I've hit this weight plenty of times before in training. My coach was there, and he was like, don't worry, you're just getting warmed up. This has happened on 2 of your other lifts, not indicative of what you're gonna pull this next lift. My next lift, we jumped up 5 kilograms, so my next attempt was 157.5 kilograms.
you just don't get the lift. No one's getting disqualified. And if you do, I've just never seen it happen in my 7 years of being a powerlifter in this competition and this federation. So if that's the case, I haven't seen it.
Slightly under my PR of 160. This one felt pretty good. The last pull, it was 162.5 kilograms.
The correct positions. You'll see a lot of kyphosis, or you'll see rounding of that upper back. If that suit is too tight, there is a cost benefit where the cost will outweigh the benefit. Once that suit is too
I got it off the floor. I was a little bit rushed because of the nerves, but I just sort of held it there, and I was like, stay upright, stay upright, stay upright, stay upright, and eventually managed to lock out, and I was so happy. And I held it there for what felt like forever. And that was a PR for me. It was a 2.5 kilogram PR on my deadlift. Even though I'm disappointed that I jumped the rack command, I'm honestly just really happy with how the whole experience panned out. Well, one, I didn't even expect to be here. During prep, I got injured in week 2 or something like that. Just strained my levator scapulae. Only having 6-ish weeks to prep for nationals. I was also injured at the beginning of it. So I really didn't have any expectation to even match my meet PRs. I was like, that would be great given the fact that I'm kind of injured and we don't have a lot of time. So the fact that I still managed a 2.5 kilogram deadlift PR, and I would have PR'd my squat but failed it on a technicality, is really, really satisfying to me. I still managed to get stronger. I'm no longer injured. We navigated our way through that. It was just a lot of fun. I got to share the platform with a lot of really inspiring lifters. They're all so badass. So that was a very, very cool experience. And there was lifters who I also qualified with, at my last meet and my meet previous to that back in November, who were also at nationals, and it's just always really great to see like how much stronger everybody has gotten and how everybody is out there trying their best. Overall, I went 7 out of 9. I'm super happy with it, and I don't know if this is cheesy to say or anything, but I feel like I've finally gotten to a point in my lifting where the numbers that I'm lifting on any given day like really don't define me, and they don't dictate how the rest of my day or the rest of my week is going to go. I feel like my relationship with lifting is a lot better than it was in my first meet and my second meet, where I felt like I had put so much pressure on myself, and this time I just really did it because it was fun and I was here to enjoy the experience. Pretty excited to go into like a long off season, have balance in other aspects of my life that are non-lifting endeavors, which I'm also super excited about. So I don't know if I'm gonna film an outro, so we can just consider this the end of the vlog. I'm gonna have a little more ice cream for breakfast